Hi student, the class is starting now. Please go to the chapter 5. Open the chapter 5 dash 13. And the topic of this is that using the scikit-learn module 5 step to build a nonlinear polynomial regression model to predict the US gold relationship. And here this is our artificial intelligence simple three step. And the objective of this is okay. The objective. So how about to don't forget to you should to make some modification of list. And don't forget to open 4-13, and we should to make a delete of this code. Okay, and the objective of use the scikit module to predict that the nonlinear regression model for predict the US gold relationship. Finally, that we will do the prediction here. This okay, and we will do this prediction line, regression line. The blue color is the original data, and okay, so maybe later I should to all execute all the command, and then I want to make that the point of that be larger. I want to make this point prediction point of here prediction point, and because that I want to let he have a big size, so size is 20. Okay, let me see. He said the size is okay. The size is not correct, right? So how could I to plot over this to be a more to be a okay. And you can go to the ChatGPT to ask that to let the ChatGPT to ChatGPT will tell you that in the plot scatter not use the size. You should use the s use the s not the size. Size mean that size mean the size s mean size. So I have better to use the 200. How about 200? Okay, 200. So and then don't forget to go to the you should to modify of this, and the first that you should modify the 4-1. For the finally that you should to execute all the command and to large of this, and this is the point 预测点 we use the S mean. So this is the, we use the S as mean size. So don't forget use this, and we also must to change of this. Don't forget to use. Okay, we execute all the command first, and then you should multiply of that. Okay, we return to this, and for this point, I also use the S mean, the color of that, and we use the S mean 20. How about to use it of that, and we have the correct way. And we also must go to for the English. This is okay. We go to the English for the this 4 to dash 13, and don't forget to multiply of this for the size. Okay, this is 20, right? And we also, for the linear regression model, and draw the line. Draw the of this line, okay, prediction 1. But this is Chinese, right? Okay, we must to use the English one. So this is not the correct one. Okay. So how about to find that did you have the prediction 4-1 for the EMI 1, and we should find of the here. Okay, we only have one 4-1, right? So since you have only one 4-1, so how about to find? Is this really that is the okay collab? Inside this collab, I want to find whether it have that not for pandas. We must to find the 4-1. 4-1 for EMI, you only have one. And don't forget to use the EMI of that. Yes, that is not very correct way. This is for EMI, right? And we also must to share of this. and we need to go to our 4-1, and you know this 4-1 that is not correct, and you should upload of this file. And for the predict EMI, and don't forget to upload the index, and then we will check that again 4-1 line for the EMI line. But sometimes that you know that this is not a very correct way. And you can check off this. This is correct, but the other one is not very correct. Alright. Okay. Neighborhood should, and but if you use this, here this is the linear regression, right? Linear regression, right? Okay, and since that you do not have the grapher, so you can just to download of that, and don't forget to just to open of that, and to ask the ChatGPT to do something for you. Is for that, and don't forget to do that. Okay, the speed is very fast, and we have this purpose of that. Okay, and here the EMI of that, and here this is for the what is the linear regression, and here is our goal. And the next one is our practice. Okay. We should read the file of that. And if we would do the sense of that, we should just copy of the concept of all of the things, and make some conclusion. And you can copy the prompt just in the beginning, just to in the beginning to make the prompt. Okay. Okay, this is our basic of the scikit-learn, right? Okay. For the practice of that. And we do this. for the step 1, note, and for the S module of sometimes that is not sure circular. Alright, and then the other ways that model step 1 is like this. Okay, we'll do like this on step 1. And we also have the step 2. And for the bracket of that, we have the 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. But you know that that we have the meaning of that data field example of that step 2. So that is for step 2. Okay. Here this is the step 2. Step 2 that is just to put the goal of that. And the next here that use this for the prediction. Yeah. And for the prediction of that, here 2-2. And how could I to attract from the one dimensional of that? And okay, how could I do this? And to make some prediction. Okay, yeah, this is prediction. And then we have finally to do the plot line. Okay, here is our parting of that. Right. And then we have the draw the map of this. Here is our drawing of that. And you know that finally we'll do this of that. And our conclusion is like this. And then you know that we have a conclusion, right? That, yes. Right. We'll make some conclusion of that. Alright, here is our conclusion. But you know today that we will do the other one. That is our 4-13. And we'll do the prediction when the US dollar is the 29 and what is the price of gold. Okay. And then here I will ask you what is the nonlinear model Nonlinear model like this. What is nonlinear model? Here, this is nonlinear model. You know, we'll find the nonlinear model of lead. Okay, we will save the file. Okay, here we also have the nonlinear model. Nonlinear model is like this. You know, nonlinear model, and nonlinear model is like here, this. And we have the important concept, the technique of nonlinear regression require two stages. And the principle uses polynomial approximation to fit the curve. The step one is the goal is transform into convert x to the exponential polynomial. So the method is that we build a model 1. We will use an algorithm called polynomial feature, and let he use the exponential that he use model 1 to fit. But you know, not this is not learn. This is the meaning of transform. Transform from x to the exponential. And here you will find that we will use that. Okay, I think that here, because that I want to do the explanation, right? So I have better to make some modify. Modify, I have better to do like here, modify. Okay, we will do like this. And you know the modify that I should to use this. I have better to write the program here to use this, because this is more easy to understand. I don't think that I should to use the from the polynomial 1. Okay, so you also need to make some modification of that here. Not use the from, use this is better. Okay. We also use this polynomial model 1. And for the stage 2, the goal is to use the linear regression algorithm to create a regression line y to the exponential. So we build model 2 to use the linear regression algorithm to do the predict like here. And you know, first of all, you should to load the file for this file, import this file. Okay. And then we have two stages, right? Stage 1 is to transform into exponential convert. Okay. So here that we have the two ways to do this. Okay, this is a polynomial one. So you have better to do some modification, right? Some modification. Okay, for this English one. and use a polynomial one. Here this is stage, and we will go into to here to find. Okay, and for the step one, the step one, stage one. So I have better to take of the stage 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 1, but you do not need to delete of that. Here this is the stage 1, and for this stage 1 that we should build a qubit polynomial mathematical model. Okay, so now we will go into here, and we will load the file first. Run anywhere to manage your data. To do the file of that, before you do this, you should clean over here of that. And don't forget to use this exercise 1. Okay, and then you should to just to for the stage 1, right? Okay, here that you should to modify the stage 1, and let the algorithm is a polynomial feature. Here just inside the pre-processing folder. Okay, and then we will do a degree of the qubit polynomial. So we import the scikit-learn. Inside that we have the pre-processing. We call this as PREP, and then we use PREP inside. We find the polynomial. This is okay. This okay. We just to use the 左刮弧. The degree degree equals 3. Qubit polynomial. Here this is our model 1. Okay, we can use of that. The second method that we do not use this kind of writing. We use a second way. It's just from a scikit-learn, and inside here we have pre-processing, and from this module this folder I import an algorithm called polynomial feature, and here this of polynomial, and we should have the okay 大写 P or polynomial feature. Since that is yellow color, you can use the degree mean 3, and here this is my model 1. Okay, this is my second kind of the method. From some folder import some algorithm, but I think this is more easy than this. And then I want to use model 1 to transfer from x to x polynomial. So I finally that I want to use the model 1 to fit, but not fit fit transform. Transform what? X. X is what? Is DF 美元 and this will get the result from X 美元 to the X polynomial. Okay, I execute command of that. Okay. Because that I forget to execute command of that here. This is model 1, right? Model 1. So don't forget to use the model 1 to fit transform 美元. I call this. He said you have something wrong. 美元 transform. And you see, okay, I delete over there. You see if I use X, here this X is the bigger one, 大写. So let this is the multi-dimensional. So I will use the two-dimensional of that. Okay, this is correct one. Correct. And for this is stage 2. Stage 2 will use linear regression algorithm to build a regression. So I will, you can see my algorithm, this is model 2, right? I will use the linear regression to do the regression prediction. So he just inside the linear model. So I write the import scikit-learn. Inside this we have the linear model. We call this as LIN, and I use LIN to find if any algorithm called linear regression. Linear regression, maybe, okay, no, linear regression, not a logistic. And I call over this as model 2. And finally, I will use model 2 to do something. Do what? To do the prediction. I will learn my data X and S poly. So here that I want to fit model 2 点 fit, and this fit I will use S poly, and also my DF my YDF 黄金. Okay, this is my learning the data set of this. And then here I want to make a prediction for the US dollar is 29. Okay, so I use model 2 to do the prediction. The prediction that here this is S poly, right? So S poly that and how could I get the S poly? S poly that I use the model 1 to do the fit transform. Transform what? I transform from X to S poly, right? This here is two-dimensional. It's 29, 7. The answer is 1642. So let me see. Okay, the answer is correct. I get the value of first one is the first one. The answer is correct. And then I just to do the plotting. And for the plotting here, that I want to draw the line over here, so I just to do the insert the cell of that, and I will just to import the math math MAT plot library dot Python as plot. I use OK， 这个是散布点。This is my scatter SCATA my scatter, and here scatter that I will get the x and y right. df x 美元 y is df my y 黄金 Okay, I show the data of that. And then I will to do my prediction 预测点。He also is a plot and for the scatter. And x is one-dimensional 29.75. And y is a prediction, right? I use the model 2 to do the prediction. But here is the x polynomial. Use model 1 to do the fit transformation for the 29.75. But here you must understand, here is two-dimensional. And I will put, okay, we have something wrong, right? This is because that we have two-dimensional here, and you need the other one, okay, here. And I will put of this, because here this is scatter, right? As y, okay. Here that I use color is red, and also size is 200. Okay, this is my prediction. And finally, that I will do the 回归线 regression line. Before I do the line, I also use the scatter. Here, this is the 美元, and here is my model 2 prediction. Here, later I use model 1 for the transform. Transform what? Then here is double quotation of 美元. Okay, I use this as color equal purple. Okay, then I will show the result like here. Okay, and then I just to connect this prediction point. So I do not use the scatter, I use the plot. You will draw the line like here. Finally, I will do of that plot show. Okay, every student, then you have the 5 or 10 minutes to practice of this.